Hey guys, it's J Films, and today I'm going to teach you how to crochet. The shout out for today goes to Shreya Saniseti. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this video. The materials required for any project are yarn, preferably acrylic to prevent shredding, a crochet hook. These come in many sizes, but you should use anywhere from a 3.5 to 6 millimeters to start, and the label on your yarn will tell you what size hook it is compatible with. And some sharp scissors that can cut yarn. Optionally, you can buy some helpful tools, including a yarn needle for sewing and weaving in ends, a row counter to keep track of how much you have done, a stitch marker so you know where a round ends, pens if you're sewing things together, a yarn box to keep your yarn from rolling on the floor, and a grip for your crochet hook. To begin, you need to make a slip knot. Take a few inches of yarn, around 6, wrap it around your finger to make an X. Pull this top loop under the bottom loop. Take your crochet hook insert it in the loop, and use the shorter string to pull it tight. You can use the strings to adjust it, to make it looser or tighter. Before you can make any type of stitch, you have to start with the chain stitch. In order to do that, first wrap the yarn around your finger and hold the crochet hook like this. Next, wrap the yarn around the crochet hook. This is called yarn over. Then, insert the crochet hook under the farther loop and pull it through over the other loop. I will show you again. Yarn over the hook, then insert the hook into the farther loop and pull it through. Continue doing this until you have reached the desired length of your project. If you make too many stitches by mistake, you can easily undo it by taking your hook out and pulling on this string, and it will undo that stitch. At this point, there are many different types of stitches that you can choose to do. I'm going to begin by showing you how to do single crochet, which is the basic stitch, and it is very common in projects. You can't make multiple rows out of only chain stitches, so eventually you'll have to learn how to do these others. Begin by chaining 1, and then you always turn your work like this. Then insert your hook into the second stitch closest to the hook. Then yarn over and pull through the first loop only. Then yarn over a second time and pull through both loops. I'll show you again. Insert your crochet hook into the next chain stitch. You don't have to skip one this time. Yarn over and pull through the first loop only, so that there are now 2 loops on the crochet hook. Then yarn over a second time and pull through both loops. Continue doing this the rest of the way down the row. Once you reach the end of the row, if you want to continue making more rows, chain 1, flip your work around, and insert your crochet hook into the second stitch. Yarn over and pull through the first loop. Then yarn over again and pull through both loops. If you want a stitch twice as tall and looser than single crochet, then try double crochet. Chain 3 instead of 1. Make sure your work is flipped. Yarn over, then skip those 3 chain stitches and insert your hook into the 4th stitch. Yarn over again and pull through the first loop. Yarn over a second time and pull through the next 2 loops so that there are 2 remaining. Then yarn over a third time and pull through the remaining loops. Some projects require that you use a half double crochet stitch, which is 1.5 times as large as a single crochet stitch. At the beginning of the row, chain 2, yarn over, and insert your hook into the 3rd stitch. Yarn over again and pull through the first loop. Yarn over a second time and pull through the 3 remaining loops. The shortest stitch, which is half the height of a single crochet, is the slip stitch. This is usually just used to move down the row without adding height to your project. In order to do the slip stitch, if you're starting a new row, chain 1, flip your work around, insert into the 2nd stitch, yarn over, and pull through both loops. Once you are completed with your project, it is time to fasten off. Take your scissors and cut the yarn, leaving a few inches. There are multiple ways to fasten off, but this is the way I do it to make it the least noticeable. Flip your work around, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, and pull through both loops. Next, take your hook out and pull the string tight. Now you probably want to weave in your loose ends, and you need a yarn needle for this, which is wider than a sewing needle so that you can fit yarn through it. And it's basically just like sewing, pulling it in and out in any direction. There's no pattern to follow or anything. Just to secure the yarn end. And now you can trim the remaining loose ends. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.